The infamous DEI, diversity, equity and inclusion, just may be on its last legs. Unsurprisingly, many people despise DEI. The whole idea of recruiting a person not based on their skills, experience, qualifications, performance or whatever else, but rather selecting them because of their immutable identity characteristics, such as sex, ethnicity or disability status, irks many people because it feels innately unfair. For example, here in Australia, Fire and Rescue New South Wales implemented a quota system about 8 years ago, with SBS reporting female firefighters fired up about new gender quota. Essentially, half of all new recruits must be women. So, for example, if they needed, say, 10 new recruits, 5 men and 5 women, and for argument's sake, let's say 26 men applied, man A to man Z, their performance scores are also shown, and let's say only 7 women applied, if it was based on merit alone, we can see in this example that 9 men and 1 woman would have been selected. That female candidate certainly earned her place, scoring higher than many men. But if we use the quota system, suddenly many qualified men miss out, even though they scored better than the selected women, and many less qualified ladies get a job. We can see that even man Z scored better than woman E, but yet he is left unemployed while she now has a job. How is this fair in any way? And if you think I'm just making up some crazy hypothetical, in the SBS article they state, applicants are now split into male and female streams and an equal number of the highest scoring men and women are chosen. That is to say, a male applicant who ranks in the 51st percentile of his gender stream will miss out on a job because of the gender quota, even if he got a better score on his tests than a female applicant. For safety-critical jobs such as firefighting, bluntly speaking, this sucks. This is putting people's lives at risk. Look, I don't know if this policy is still in play. I couldn't find any mention of it being cancelled, but Fire and Rescue New South Wales are still promoting forced gender diversity. For example, all-female firefighting team set to compete at the State Firefighting Championships. But I think the world is just about starting to have enough of DEI. For example, in America, Target rolls back DEI initiatives, the latest big company to retreat, saying it will end its 3-year diversity goals, will stop participating in all external diversity-focused surveys, and will end its commitment to carrying more products from black or minority-owned businesses. Good, that was clearly unjust. Although just today, black-owned brands urge US consumers not to boycott Target over end-of-diversity efforts, because black-owned companies would lose revenue. A couple of months ago, Walmart, the world's largest company by revenue, also pulled the DEI plug. Walmart's DEI rollback signals a profound shift in the wake of Trump's election victory, saying it will no longer give priority treatment to suppliers owned by women or minorities, among other measures. Earlier this month, Meta, owners of Facebook and Instagram, not only are getting rid of fact-checking, they're also canning their DEI programs. Meta terminates its DEI programs days before Trump inauguration. Among other measures, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg ordered the removal of tampons and other sanitary products from men's bathrooms at all Meta offices. Although some disgruntled tampon-wearing male employees didn't take too kindly to this, Meta workers are quietly rebelling against Mark Zuckerberg after he eliminated DEI initiatives by bringing their own tampons to men's bathrooms. Take that, Mark Zuckerberg, people bringing their own sanitary products to work. Even the global hamburger giant McDonald's has had enough and is exiting the DEI game. McDonald's rolls back DEI programs, ending push for greater diversity. Of course, in Australia, we're still stuck with DEI. It sometimes takes us a while to play catch-up with the rest of the world. No comment. DEI debate too controversial for corporate Australia. Nevertheless, there are some signs that things might be changing. ABC, Regional LGBT festivals call for help as sponsors, including Coles, pull support. Some academics are arguing that we might not follow America's lead. With The Conversation reporting, Trump has begun dismantling America's diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Here's why Australia may not follow suit. I'm not exactly sure what their argument is, but they conclude by saying, in Australia, where important progress has already been made, organisations should resist the backlash and continue to focus on making workplaces safer and more respectful. DEI is ultimately about making sure everyone has the opportunity to add value and belong, regardless of their individual identity. All I would say is, referring to my previous firefighter example, is this fair? Refusing qualified men because they don't have the right number of X chromosomes? DEI is stupid, and it needs to go.